I paint because it's therapeutic, because I think it's important to have a creative outlet and make time for yourself, which isn't always easy to do when you have children. It's something that I've always done, and after everything that I've been through, I think it's important to remember the person that I was before it happened. So I met my ex-partner about 3.5 years ago. I'd been internet dating and I hadn't really found anybody that was interested in any kind of commitment, and he was very different. It was a big whirlwind. He was good looking, charming, funny, and he reminded me of a sort of carefree person that I used to be when I was travelling. So we had shared interests. He started off as this fatherly figure, somebody that wanted to fix things in my flat and make my life better, somebody who wanted to protect me. Yeah, he said he would die for me. I'd never experienced anything like that. Yeah, he called me and my daughter, he called us his girls, and it was just a whirlwind. And it became very difficult to get rid of him. He wound up my neighbours. He was aggressive. Of course, I didn't know that at the time. In fact, he told me stories of things that they had done, which made me anxious and isolated. I had complaints from they complained to my landlord, and my landlord tried to evict me. So obviously I didn't want him to continue to stay there. But he would do things like agree to what I'd said and then just do it anyway. It was very difficult. So the rules would change. Even if I got to grips with one of the rules that would stop the arguments, then the rules would change. There was no way to win. Yeah, for example, I was getting ready to go to work and I pulled the covers off him slightly, which woke him up, and he was really angry about that, and I got abusive messages and stuff all day when we were at work, and he blamed me for needing to drink that night because of it. And then the next day I crept out as quiet as I could without waking him up, and then I got the same barrage of abuse for not saying goodbye to him and making him paranoid, and probably again another excuse to drink that night. He didn't hit me. He did grab me and push me around and block my exits, and so would come between me and my daughter's room, so block the access to my daughter. And he also had made me very aware of multiple examples of violence in his past, things that he'd done that he got away with, including punching his wife in the face. So I knew he was capable of that. One time he punched me and stopped just, millimetres from my face, just to sort of prove to me that he could do it if he wanted to. Yeah, he would scream and rant and rave and point his finger right in my face. Yeah, he absolutely terrified me, and he didn't need to hit me. So he refused to leave. I went to the police station to tell them. They said, "We can't really do anything about it tonight, come back tomorrow and we'll get the police round there." So in this time, overnight, he had lots of time to cause himself all these injuries, which he said that I caused. And this is all part of the court process. I had to face all these horrendous things. I had to read these things. I had to go back through the things he'd sent me, and it was really distressing. It was. But obviously now, looking back on it, it's just ridiculous to think that that anyone would believe him. But I feared greatly that somebody would believe the things he was saying. And then I was advised at the police station to go to the one-stop shop.
When Abby first came, she was very anxious and nervous, and she didn't think that she would be believed, and she felt she was being silly. So we were able to reassure her, do a risk assessment, assess the situation and give her the advice that she required. So often people feel that they won't be believed because the person that's abusing them is very plausible and liked by everyone. They're also usually extremely worried if they have children that their children will be removed by social services. They're also worried about their partner losing their job, not being able to pay the mortgage, losing their family home and disrupting the family and breaking up their family unit. And it's especially difficult when there are children involved because obviously they usually love both parents and want their parents to stay together. So that's why the one-stop shop is very useful, because people can come here and get confidential advice. They can come here anonymously if they want to do so. They don't have to give us details, so they can come and get advice from myself and my colleagues, from police, family law solicitors, Citizens Advice Bureau, so that they're aware of their options. Abby is a changed person now, definitely. When I first met her, she was very anxious, very tearful, very worried about what may happen, very scared of what he might do. And now she's so much better than she was. She still has some slight fears regarding him, but on the whole, she feels a great deal safer. And she's glad she took action, because otherwise she'd still be in the situation. It would still be affecting her and her daughter.
If you know anyone that's you sort of suspect this might be happening to and they go off the radar, it's really important that you just let them know that you're there for them. They might not be ready to tell you everything, or may not be able to, but just to know that people are there for you can be the thing that get you through it. So I do urge people to sort of keep your eyes open, because it can happen to anyone of any race, religion, poor, rich, clever. It can happen to anyone.